FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
Wealth for the Common Good is a project of the Institute for Policy Studies. It was founded by Chuck Collins, whom many of you know from his work with Bill Gates Sr. to preserve the estate tax 5 years ago. The previous speaker spoke about how economic policies have exacerbated inequality and, in fact, been designed to do that, and tax policy has been one of the primary culprits. The tax burden has skewed dramatically to favor the wealthiest 1% of the population, and Wealth for the Common Good is about rebalancing the tax code. In the public debates about tax reform, we're used to hearing the oppositional voices from Washington lobbyists who challenge any and every tax increase for wealthy households. What we don't typically hear from is the other side. However, outside Washington, there's a silent majority of Americans who believe that raising taxes on the wealthy is, in fact, appropriate. And many of those voices are wealthy themselves. An incredible 52% of people who earn $250,000 or more voted for President Obama, despite his promising over and over again that he was going to raise their taxes. Wealth for the Common Good was created to identify and mobilize those voices. Many of us here remember how powerful it was when Bill Gates Sr., along with Paul Newman, Warren Buffett, and 2,500 millionaires and billionaires, signed the petition to preserve the estate tax and told their stories in Congress during the debate. It literally transformed the conversation about the estate tax from being about punishing success to being about recycling opportunity. We have a similar opportunity right now to create a new narrative about funding the long overdue investments in healthcare and education that will be good for the economy, that will create high-paying jobs and opportunities for everyone. The initial signers with Wealth for the Common Good include leaders in the entertainment industry, financial advisors, former politicians, entrepreneurs, investment bankers, physicians, and lawyers. Here's just a couple examples of some of the things they're saying. I love this quote from Raul Menendez, a principal architect at Microsoft, particularly the first line where he says, "Taxes are the price we pay to live in a civilized society." This next quote is from managing director of an investment management firm. Voices like those of Raul and Julie can have a profound impact on the conversation about taxation in this country. We know from the estate tax debate that it is especially powerful when people who will be subject to a tax will advocate on its behalf. So our first campaign with Wealth for the Common Good is this petition, which is on our website, wealthforthecommongood.org, where we're calling on Obama to fulfill his campaign pledge to reverse the unaffordable Bush-era tax cuts for the 2.5% of U.S. households that make over $235,000. Already over 250,000 people who would be subject to the tax have signed the petition. We have a series of other policy proposals that I won't go into now, but invite you to come to the open space conversations that Alice and I will be hosting this afternoon at 3:15 and also tomorrow afternoon about 3:15. And also to please either go to our website or seek out Allison or I. We have copies of the petition. We need signatures from people who not only are in our top income bracket, but also partners in the effort. We welcome all signers and really need your outreach and support in getting people to speak out for tax fairness now. Thank you very much.